We're just going to try. We're just going to go straight into this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another Starkstock podcast with almost 1,000 Twitch followers accumulated, with a minor show up on YouTube as well. Discord server, nearly 500 members. The man, the myth, the legend, Florida Man 7. Welcome.
Hey, thanks, mate, for the kind intro, and I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me to the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank
okay.
you.
Let's hope we don't run into any technical difficulties, because if we do, then this is pretty much all the people are getting. Because this is gonna be good. It can only get better from here, honestly.
Good.
As I've learned recently, you are a European man living in America. So I think I know, but I usually like to ask, what's the origin? Where's your nickname come from? What was the idea behind that?
I played another game. I played a game on an iPad, a mobile game. And at the time I was thinking what kind of name I'm gonna name myself with, and I think I watched a YouTube video or whatever of a Florida Man meme, something crazy that a Florida man did, right? You hear all this stuff that Florida Man went to walk their gator, into a store when they went to buy groceries or whatever, right? And all kinds of crazy memes, right? And I was like, hey, that sounds cool. So even though I'm not born Florida Man or American, I figured, hey, that's going to be a cool name. And then kind of it just stuck. And then when I started playing Enlisted, I just named myself that. And I one day decided, hey, I'm going to start streaming. And then I guess I just kept the name.
Just kept the name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Florida Man actually is very accurate of your current residence, isn't it?
That is correct. Yep.
That is correct.
I'm originally from Europe, but I do live in Florida. Yeah.
How did you choose? Like, what goes through your mind, the decision? Okay, I'm gonna move to the other side of the world.
So I've been involved in aviation and kind of interested in aviation and airplanes since I was a young kid. And then I became a pilot, got my pilot license, actually in the Czech Republic, in Prague. And then I started doing a little bit of flight instructing back in Europe. And then I became involved with a company from the Czech Republic that's been selling airplanes in the US. And with I have an international business background from university, right? And I just got a work opportunity to move to the US. And aviation is much bigger in the US than anywhere in the world, really.
I bet.
And 20,000 airports in the United States, over 500,000 pilots, huge number of people, big numbers of airplanes. So yeah, that's how it just came about. Yeah. So
that is amazing. You've got a massive backdrop that I had no idea about, like all the aviation and education. Yeah. You're a big man, dude. You got it in the head, dude. You got it good.
Cheers.
I was wondering, because I've seen your flight sim stream. I tuned in a bit, and it did not feel like someone's playing a video game. Like all the comms and all the like the switches and actions and checklist of this, checklist of, like, it sounded like I am listening to the real deal, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, 100% agreed. And I'm new to the flight simming, absolutely. So I did only 2 streams thus far of flight simming, and I haven't been really playing the flight sims much. But when you start taking it like a real airplane, it can really feel like you're flying in a real airplane. I was myself amazed how accurate it is and how you're talking to other people. It really feels like you're flying. Yeah. It's very impressive. Yeah.
That is really, it really felt like the real deal. The farthest I've taken myself with Sims, I've been on I don't know if you know the train, what's it called? Train World Simulator or something. And I got lost in all the switches, and I was speeding where I wasn't supposed to, and I was late for my stops, and I always missed the platform. I was like, okay, I'll just run around and just play some war games instead, because I was not very Would you consider yourself a content creator or more of a Twitch streamer? Because some people are both, some people are one.
Yeah.
Where do you put yourself?
So at the moment, I've been by far streaming on Twitch much more than creating a YouTube content. So I really just dabbled with making a couple YouTube videos. I have ideas, and I started working on some other stuff, but I haven't been really creating or focusing even on YouTube much. So really, I'm a place where I go, or my streams are places where I go have some enjoyment with the game and with the content that I create by making the live streams and interacting with the community and people that are watching. That's really kind of where I'm at the moment. And I guess in the future I'm gonna make some more YouTube videos, but it's never been really my main focus, or at least thus far.
Yeah. There are not many like these creative people that maintain a very balanced proportion from Twitch and YouTube. It's usually heavily on one, and then the other one is just on occasion. So that's where you would perfectly fit. Like you have videos on YouTube I've seen. I wanted to know when did you start the streaming? I know about the YouTube channel because I checked. You've uploaded your first video not that long ago, roughly 8 months ago. So last year, so first quarter of a last year was your first YouTube video. When did you start streaming on Twitch?
Yeah, really just about the same time. So I think May 17th. I actually can pull it up exactly, but I think May 17th was my first stream, and I haven't really done much YouTube. So yeah, even though it was 8 months ago that there was probably first piece of content, that was really just a little clip of something from Twitch,
It was, yeah.
I really did just when the merge was coming, I think I made 3 videos on YouTube that are proper, like a long format 5 to 10 minute YouTube video, right? But that's it. That's all it does far on YouTube. And it's just for fun.
That is amazing. If you've literally started around the same time on Twitch, so you are still to reach 1 year anniversary on your Twitch, right? Makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you are so close to 1,000 followers.
Yeah, getting there.
That's
for
just
sure. Yeah,
breaks my mind, dude.
Cheers. Thank you.
What was the tipping point when you got bored, you saw someone that maybe inspired you? Like, what was the fact that made you decide I'll try streaming? Why would you start streaming in 2023, 2024? What happened?
That's a great question, and I was thinking about it before this podcast. I was thinking about it exactly what happened, what made me do it, and I don't know. I don't have the answer. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how it came about. That is the true answer. Because I don't know if it was watching Major or maybe SJF and Pat Patient 420. Those were kind of the streamers that I knew at the time. Kind of went to Twitch because I haven't really even watched Twitch. I remember first time I was raided and I didn't even know what it means, So like I just I had very very little even knowledge about streaming and stuff, and just one day I was like, hey, I'll just start streaming. Yeah,
Twitch is great. Twitch has amazing functionality when it comes to integration and features like the rating and things like that. It is like, I've been fortunate enough. It's a couple of years ago. Well, a lot of years ago, actually, been streaming on Twitch a little bit myself. Back then, it was War Thunder. Yeah, I've been fortunate enough to be rated by someone considered kind of big-ish in the industry. I don't know if you've probably heard about Justin Plays TV.
Okay. Yeah.
So once
you talked about it with Major as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to get any further than that, but like it is crazy feeling. if you know what it means, obviously what happens in the chat or whatever, but it's crazy feeling. And now being in a position where potentially you can take your viewers to someone that has 2 people on a stream, and you can literally see their whole day being made. Like,
yeah.
Do you practice? Like, do you do this rating after your streams? Do you?
Yeah. After every stream, we'll rate someone. Absolutely, yeah. So, and that is indeed. And I mean, Enlisted is a small community, right? So we gotta support each other. We gotta work together to. To help each other to make sure that there is always some content being streamed of Enlisted on Twitch and or YouTube, right? It's a great feature that Twitch has indeed. Yeah.
And I wish I could somehow do it from YouTube. Even if it's YouTube to YouTube, I'd be very happy with that. But currently I just kind of need to go on like, hey guys, do you want to go and check out
over there? Yeah.
And then you got 20, 30 viewers, and you got like 5 that comes with you. It doesn't give you the same effect, but I guess it's the idea that matters. I guess the gesture that matters. In that kind of sense. Right. Moving on slowly. What would be? This is going to be a very vague question. Like you can come up based on the fact that you don't really know why you started streaming. What would be like the ultimate goal for you regards the Twitch? Like, would it be this like amazing community? Would it be fame? Would it be financially independent from the world and just doing this? What would be like your ultimate goal for Twitch?
It's a good question. So I think for me, when I even think about it further, it all became just an extension of me playing and being part of the community and wanting to be perhaps even more part of the community, right? And creating our own community. So I really enjoy playing with people and interacting with people and having that kind of experience, right? It came as extension of my leisure time, of my fun time, of kind of doing something that I enjoy, and it also some of the resources that I'm getting from Twitch. It helps me to invest further, right, into my hobby of streaming. And I mean, it keeps on growing, so maybe it can start become a nice side business sometime down the line. But at the moment, it's really in the hobby territory. And I think I spent on streaming probably more money than it brought me thus far, and just the money that it did bring me, I just bought another camera, or I bought another mic, or I bought another lights, or whatever, So or I bought now a HOTAS hands-on throttle and stick system for the aviation content that I'm starting to add, So I mean, there are a bunch of people that are full-time streamers. I don't know if I would ever become one, but at the moment, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. Yeah, that's kind of.
I think the mentality here that you have is very very correct. Saying thus far, because you literally just took your basically your fun time, leisure time. You let's say you would sit down and play anyway, so you decided I might as well stream. And that gives you the bonus of the community and even more engagement. So it's great what when you think about it, the streaming and building your own place. As you said, you watched some guys before you started streaming yourself, and now you can put yourself next to those guys. Like it has to feel a little bit like an achievement. Like it definitely feels for me when I talk to some of the guys, including you right now. 1,000 followers on Twitch. Come on, I've been on Twitch, and it's not easy to start. Like maybe someone's naturally gifted as a personality, but I would say it's not easy to start. I can only admire as far as you guys managed to get there. So that is really cool. The next one, I like to stick this one in here. Why? I suppose we kind of have the gist of the answer, but like, why wasn't YouTube your primary streaming place? I guess because of the guys that you saw over on Twitch, because that's like they were doing over on the Twitch. Is that the case?
I guess there was more content. I was probably consuming more YouTube content before I started streaming, but I just kind of enjoy that immediate interaction with people, and the ability of being live. I think that's what I enjoyed, and I felt like that's one part of it, and one part of it I felt like I wasn't proficient enough at the time when I kind of started to be making YouTube videos and to be saying, okay, this is how you ought to do something, right? I think, or it's one of the ways how you can do something. I think now, as I know a little bit more about the game, I can already have opinions on where it, like, okay, here are the best 5 tips, this is how to play P51D on perfect on this map, or this is on analyzing Bellow Lake map of how you should approach it, and things like that, right? Now I can have those kind of conversations and can create that kind of content. So originally where it started, that's I didn't have that kind of expertise, right? And then I was just kind of streaming and playing and having fun, right? But I think right now I'm having more thoughts about creating that kind of content because I think it will be more relevant as well, than it perhaps was before.
It's nice to have this consideration of thinking that, okay, back then I might have not known enough to actually give value in the content, but you're thinking, okay, now I've done this for a while, I definitely know my streets, which is really cool. But something in common to everyone that has ever uploaded a video on YouTube, when you look back on your first video, do you not just cringe? Like, I don't know about you, like, is your first uploads are amazing or not, but like, I just watched my videos, you've probably seen in the previous interview as well. And then algorithm decides to take that crappy video and just send it to everyone in the world, or you'll be like, oh no, you look back at it and thinking, oh my God, I was so bad. Like, do you ever think of that? Like, first streams maybe, or like, I don't know how it went for you. Like, did you feel awkward, or like something silly might have happened?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely no clue of what I was doing, at the time, and I still largely don't, still just, but with every stream, if you try to improve one little thing, you'll always become better and better. And but yeah, I mean, the old VODs, the old recordings are gonna be ridiculous, and I'm sure, even like I created a first YouTube video, I guess somewhere October, November. I really consider myself. I mean, before that, it was just snippets of stuff from Twitch that were just uploaded. I don't even consider it. I probably should take that down. I think that's probably bad for the channel, right? I haven't been really researching much YouTube, right? And some of that is really crap that has 5 views, or 10 views, which is just a random snippet, right? But when exactly what you mentioned right now about cringing over my first YouTube video, that was like a 5-minute long video, ridiculous stuff, So I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Talking about this might be an unpopular opinion. Things that are bad for generally long form content. If you ever decide to do YouTube, I would honestly suggest you do not do shorts until you're like way over like 10,000 subscribers or more with established community and viewership. Because slightly off topic, since you said you don't know what's bad or good for YouTube.
I don't.
I don't know if you're aware, but this channel that I'm right now, putting up content, the first video on this channel was uploaded last summer, 2023 August, start of the August. This is a brand new channel that I started that has just tipped over 1,000 subscribers. The old one was just a smidge over 5,000 subs. Now the question, why would I do that, right?
So why?
So I don't know what's up with the shorts. I've had a friend of mine doing farming content as well, a really good friend. And as soon as shorts appeared, yeah, they do get some exposure. Yes, they do bring in subscribers. They never watch long form. That's a problem. And it feels like YouTube absolutely ignores your long form. I'll give another perspective. That channel with 5,000 subs averaged 300 to 500 views. My channel, like 3 months ago, with like 300 subscribers, managed like 900 to 1,500
per video.
Yeah, and it just like it has been going so much better.
Interesting.
With around 1,000 subs right now, with 0 shorts, than it was back there with 5,000. So that's something to take away. My friend,
don't do shorts.
Yeah, because like it will bring in it will bring in subscribers, but I will never go to your channel to watch your long form. So it's gonna be like the background of your channel, which isn't what you want. You know, all the gist of the YouTube lies in the long form. So that's a little sidetrack tip for you for future for someone else that may be watching. Regards the Twitch streaming, if you would meet Timmy, let's say he's what's the age restriction for Twitch? I have no idea. Is there an age restriction on Twitch? Let's say you meet a Timmy that's 13 years old, and he goes like, "What's up, dude? Can you give me 3 tips? What should be the first 3 things to do? I want to start Twitch streaming." What would you say? What are the 3 important key things to make sure you start off as well as you can?
Okay, so number 1, probably stream something that you love and that you enjoy. So that would be something, and I'm just making it up as we go right now, right?
I'll fill in that so you have time to think. Stream something that you enjoy, because if you're going to stream something that's necessarily popular but you hate it, it's not going to work. You need to have fun first. Yeah. So that would be one.
100%. First, test it out whether you really want to be doing it after you do it, right? So there are, it's not for everyone to be a streamer, I think. It's like this new cool thing of everybody wants to be a content creator. I think they made studies of what the young people want to become today, and their extreme high percentage of becoming YouTubers, right? And content creators, and Twitch being a subset of it, right? And that's just not possible, right? Just the numbers won't work if everybody's going to be creating content. Not everybody can make it, right? And even might enjoy it. Their personality might be for it. And there are different kinds of personalities, right? So somebody that's a certain type of personality is gonna be appealing to different types of people, right? So there is not a specific type of personality that's for content creation or for streaming, right? So I guess that, and then of course, you started talking about the equipment, right? So think about what equipment you want. Absolutely, sound is the first that needs to be thought of and thought about. Absolutely, and there are many Twitch streamers that do not have camera, right? But I mean, afterwards you can get a camera for $15-$20, so I'd get a camera for $15 and then buy lights for $30, or $30 or $40, and that's
lights can change a lot.
Make gonna make it absolutely different. I mean, just with that, when you turn that off, it's just that's I'm sure that's the same thing for you, right? I mean, it's just a complete different view. And I think I'm a little bit overexposed. I have to change this. I just got new lights just a couple days ago, but I mean, of where to spend money. It could be really, really cheap. You can get even there are headsets with mics for $15-$20, which are pretty decent. Then you get filters in OBS, and you get everything you need. So many of the OBS filters right now, we are not with filters, right? But with the OBS filters, which is free, and they just make a huge difference. So you can make a $15-$20 mic sound like somebody that doesn't do it properly and has a $600 Shure SM7B, So that's
crazy.
you can get so much free information online on there are great YouTube videos, and people just give you advice of how to set up your OBS, how to set up all your things, and yeah.
That is crazy. You mentioned the filters on OBS. As long as I've ever streamed, no, I'll say a couple of years on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've found a good video. I've found a reason to try it. And I've used these filters for myself probably for past 4 or 5 weeks. And oh man, there is things that they just do work.
Yeah.
Like they do change, because obviously for the recordings, I just use basic Windows recorder, and I record separately from the video, and then I put it in Premiere, and I do all the audio editing there for my voice. But for the stream, it's all going to come through the OBS or whatever you're using. Yeah. And it's so great that they have these filters. And like, for me, it's still like a new world. Every time I listen back to my stream, I'm thinking like, why the hell was I not doing it years prior? It's mad. That is really, really, really crazy. We're going to turn it back a little bit to America.
Yeah.
Have you always lived in Florida?
I haven't. So I came to the US originally about 8 years ago, and then I lived in a couple places around the US. So both west, north, east, and then I decided to move to Florida. I really like warmer weather. So that's why I kind of ended up in Florida, and we don't really have a winter. Even now, January, February time, I often walk with the t-shirt on outside, and I'm hot. It's too hot.
Yeah.
During our winter time, there are days like that. Right. So we seldom get anywhere close to freezing temperatures. Then again, the summers are brutal, right? Like June, July, August, it gets a bit too hot, right? But that's kind of the price you have to pay for it, you know.
I guess if you choose, if you want to be warm throughout the whole year, then at one point you're gonna be roasting. Absolutely. I've noticed you're always wearing, I don't know what would it be called? It looks to
helmet?
It looks to be some sort of, I'm gonna say replica because I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Of would it be German? Something.
So actually, it's American one. So this is the. I think somebody on the stream says that that's the M1 helmet, and I kind of did it as a joke first, because when I got camera like month or 2 months ago. So by the way, like most of my streaming I did without camera or mic, right? So like vast majority, I edit camera month and a half ago maybe at most, or 2 months ago, not even that. Yeah. So very very new to having a camera. And first I had a face mask and a helmet. So I was like, oh, this is like nobody knows who I am yet, right? And I did it I think for 2 weeks, and I said I'm gonna do it for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna do a face reveal, right? And I guess the helmet stuck, and now it's kind of an ongoing joke with viewers of a hairline reveal. And actually, I agree that because I don't have hair, right? Maybe I'm bald, and that actually with 1,000 viewers, we're gonna do a hairline reveal. So we are getting close to that, and we're gonna do a hairline reveal stream. But for now, I'm keeping the helmet. So I think somebody called it on stream an M1 helmet. They use, that's a standard one they have in, when you watch World War II movies.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan or whatever, really, anything, any World War II movie.
Maybe that's why I said German, because obviously the guy's going for the Ryan.
Right.
Yeah. That's a great movie, by the way. That's a really, like, Tom Hanks is just
epic.
How'd you find headphones wearing with the helmet? Because I can see they're not like full on.
They are not full on, so it's not ideal with this headset that I have because they're also noise canceling. Really good headset. So I'm not terribly happy that I'm kind of stretching them here as well. But I guess they didn't break yet. I had this for like 4 or 5 years already, and they've been working really well. So, and it doesn't feel like it's really destroying it. I hope not. It's been working thus far. So, yeah.
I was just thinking about like the sound in the way, because as basic, I want to still say basic and listed for like the sound design and surroundings sometimes can be, but you can sometimes still hear which side behind which wall. Like does it not interfere with that? You can probably still hear.
Good question. I feel like I can, and like Relly pointed, okay, it's coming from the left or front side or something like that. It's been working fine thus far, and when I go play offline, then I just take the helmet off, of course, and I just use the headset. I don't feel like there is a huge difference. Right. In having that experience, but a good question. I haven't really been consciously thinking about it much, so I might want to test it out.
I think once you're just in a chill mode, you don't even probably notice. And in terms of the look, you said it came as almost like joke. Like, I've never seen you different. Like, since ever I've seen you, like, you've had it, and right now I couldn't imagine anything else. Like like that's you on Twitch. That's your look, and it just works for me, at least. I couldn't imagine. But that 1,000 viewer hairline reveal, that is one of the funniest, yet one of the most serious reveals I've heard of since I'm myself. Okay, I know my genes. I'm not gonna go bald. I'm gonna go silver. Right.
Oh, okay.
I'll be. I have on the sides. I turned 30. I just did a birthday stream.
Well, happy birthday!
Thanks, dude. And I've had gray hair on the side of the head for a couple of years now. I keep my bun up here and I shave the sides.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do.
So, like, next 10 years you're gonna be full white, or next 20 years, or when?
Okay, I need to look at the genes. So my mom, I've got her hair, so probably I'd say I'll be considerably more gray in the next 5 years, I would say, because she had her first gray hairs in like 25 to 30, where I am right now.
Wow.
So if she wouldn't dye the hair, she'd be a granny, not a mom.
So are you gonna dye your hair?
That's a tough one, huh? It's a tough one. Like, I don't want to be talking. I don't want to be thinking about that, because I don't feel like it's time. It's time. For now, I'm just gonna stick with like a bit hair on top, because for some reason I don't notice the gray hair on the long bit. But I'm just gonna keep shaving around until I can. That is for sure. Talking about the reveal, back to reveal. How close is the closest you've ever got to this magical number of 1,000 viewers? Like, what do you average? Yeah, what's your record?
Well, I mean, we are close to 1,000 followers, like you said in the beginning of the stream. So I think we need 80 or 100 people, maybe. So.
I misunderstood. Wait, I misunderstood. So you said...
Did I say viewers? I meant to say followers. Maybe I said viewers. But if that wasn't meant to be. We are very far from 1,000 viewers. Yeah. We are very far from 1,000 viewers.
I legit how you said viewers. Okay.
Yeah. I might have, and then I apologize. Yeah, that wasn't meant to be. So 1,000 followers is what I was thinking. Yeah. I did though twice kind of do a hairline reveal, because I did twice actual Twitch stream while I was flying an airplane, and an actual airplane, and then I didn't have my helmet on, right? Because I just had an aviation headset on, right? So it is a proof that I have at least some hair, right?
Okay.
So we'll see then 1,000 followers, which we're getting close to right now. 1,000 followers on Twitch, right?
I am now looking suddenly forward to it, because I know I'm not gonna have to wait much longer. Because honestly, like, at the rate you're going, it's probably. I mean, this year's got to be this year. Like, it's probably gonna
this year,
still summer even. Even till summer, I would probably guess. Could be.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
I want to either be there for that, or I want someone to clip it. That should be like... and then the next day you're gonna see like a Logan Paul or the comment section making a video. Oh, the Twitch streamer Florida Man 7 has finally revealed his hairline, and it's gonna be all over the news. Crazy, right? I think I have a gist of the next question again. Hobbies outside of gaming and streaming. You obviously aviation. What else do you do?
So really, aviation is a big part of my life, and outside of playing Enlisted, I do spend a lot of time with aviation. Now even more so because I'm gonna start adding it into the content that I'm creating on Twitch and eventually on YouTube as well. Because I was myself extremely impressed how realistic it is. Like you picked up on it coming from a non-aviation background into watching that stream and being like, oh wow, this seems very realistic. I was myself as well very impressed at the same time as you were watching it. I was myself being actively impressed.
Can I stop you for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
On this being impressed, I don't know if you've seen, probably if you aviation close to heart and mind, I've seen these TikToks where you have the transmissions of the towers and the pilots to each other, and like the way it sounds through their mic, the way you hear it, the way they talk, and like I was like, where am I? Like, what kind of aviation stream is this? Who is this pilot? Like, it sounded legit. So on the surprise, I can't stress enough how surprisingly to the real deal it feels to watch that. So that is really
absolutely
really, really crazy. So that's like aviation would be a lot of like your free time and hobbies and obviously interests.
And I'm working also on the higher certificates right now. This year I'm gonna be taking a twin engine exam, and I'd like to further fly, bigger airplanes for a living.
B-52.
I'd have to be in military for that.
Only a few background checks. Who is this European guy? He knows how to fly. Just chuck it in. We'll have him anyway. That's
that would be cool though.
I wish you like all the freaking best. Have you sat in a jet when, like, have you been on a joy flight with someone at the stick, someone professional flying like a jet? Have you been in a cockpit and have you felt how it is to fly in a jet?
So the airplane that I've flown on sim on stream is an airplane that I actually flown, and that is a jet. So it does have a jet engine, and it's a small jet though. It's only 8 seats, right? But
like a private jet.
Actually, exactly. I did actually flown from a left seat. I did the takeoff. I did the landing. I actually flown the airplane, right? So I'm really coming there from experience of flying it, right? But bigger airplanes, I would absolutely love to, like Boeing 737, A320, even ones like that. The closest I came to that is the simulator, and I'm not talking about the home simulator that I have for a couple of $100. I'm talking about an actual proper simulator that costs millions of dollars, where we are in a room, literally a room which has replicas of all the switches, everything like in a real airplane, and the whole thing moves up, down, left, right. So I did fly an airplane like that, and the principles of flying are the same. You still use your ailerons, elevators, your rudders. You still fly an airplane, right? The difference is that in the bigger airplanes, you just have their much more computer management around it, and many more switches that you can control all kinds of little things, right? Systems, exactly. So it's more the basics of flying are the same, and it's just about learning the systems properly.
That is amazing. I'm gonna reveal a little secret. Back when I was living in UK, for a while of my life, I don't know, it was a wild thought. I still find it interesting. For some reason, I went to a kind of a adventure joyride on a helicopter, and for some reason after that, I felt like I could do this. and I looked into courses and what about like the hours and what you can do after and how much it costs to do it and how much you would earn. Like, I'll put it simply, like if you have a cash to do it, do it, because you're going to earn it back in the blink of an eye. That's for sure. But I was not in a position to even like I've found someone that has been doing it and had like all the documents for like how much it is and what you need to do. Is it for yourself? Is it commercial or whatever? And I had this crazy thought I could fly a helicopter, you know, but maybe I'm going to say it's probably not too late, but in any other case, maybe in the next life, we'll see how it goes. Because
helicopters are more expensive, right? To get licensed for.
Are they?
Yeah, significantly. Yeah. So to get like a helicopter license, even like a standard one, we're talking tens of thousands, or $20,000-$30,000.
Yes, probably. You're right. Yeah. I think it was something. And then, like 45
or 40 even,
pounds.
I believe that. Yeah.
And you would have a license where you can go and rent a helicopter and just fly around by yourself. Not even
you cannot earn money yet. Yeah, exactly.
Not job, not like, I don't know, ambulance or commercial. Yeah. No way. There's 3 times more to get.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it's more expensive than like an aircraft.
Significantly, yeah. So fixed engine airplane, you can get for as little as $3,000-$5,000. You know, so it's not it's much more accessible and affordable than people even know that it is. So there is one license that is called Sport Pilot license, Sport Pilot certificate, and that's what I recommend to everyone to start with, really, because you can get that as quickly as 2 months. You know.
Wow.
And if you give me your full-time focus for 1 month, I'm gonna teach you how to fly. I can promise you that. Yeah. So that's I did get my pilot certificate while I had a full-time job, and I did it in about 2 months. So then again, I didn't have any other activities during that time, or not many, you know, but it's very possible. Yeah.
Since you said that, my job is very significantly seasoned, and I've got like 8-9 weeks of do whatever you want during the summer.
Sure, come to US. I'll teach you how to fly. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah.
Oh my God!
You live with the certificate. Yeah. No, I mean, and that's not a joke. Yeah, it's very much possible, especially if you do a little bit of ground, like the theory studying beforehand. You know, then absolutely, yeah, it's very doable. You know, as long as you consider yourself to be good car driver and have good motoric skills, you know, and can fly with the joystick at home, an airplane in a decent amount of way, it's not going to be a problem to learn. Yeah. So
I will definitely keep this in the back of my head. Like, I think I have some plans for the summer, but like if everything falls to bits and I can just leave Europe I'll go and be a pilot, and I'm gonna come back and we'll see what I'll do with that. That's incredible.
Check it out if you like it, though. So, because you can go for, I'm sure there is going to be a flight school somewhere close to you where you can go for half an hour, give them $50 or $100 or something. They're going to do like a discovery flight for you and see if you like it, you enjoy it. And then absolutely, I mean, it's really enjoyable.
I've scared myself with the helicopter. I was thinking, is this aviation stuff is like out of this world? And it turns out I've just looked in the wrong doorway.
Helos are very expensive. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's extremely sharp turn of the topic.
Yeah.
You and sports. I would imagine Red Bull, whatever it's called. What is the Red Bull sport called with the fast flying plates? I can't remember. Air race like or something.
Yeah, Red Bull Air Race. Yeah.
In between the pontoons and up and over, and like, is that something you would watch, or you have football or soccer or American football, baseball?
Not much. I don't. For some reason, air races never really excited me. So I'm more into football or soccer, as known by some, right? But we're talking about football. The game where you
some and
exactly
by others.
right, is the game that actually has a ball and you kick it with your feet, right? Most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And something that I just found out, by the way, from watching you interviewing Major. The Major likes Formula One as well. I do like Formula One, likewise.
Do you?
So yeah.
I am like the hardcore.
Nice.
Since I was at the age, I could sip off the foam from my dad's glass of beer.
Oh, okay.
Since that kind of age, I've been an F1 fan. Like, it's just been crazy, a long journey. So you like F1 as well?
Yeah, I mean, like since I was a kid, the times of Senna and Prost, and my dad always talking about Fittipaldi, and so it's long time, Then obviously watching the Schumacher era, and obviously huge fan of Kimi.
I love it.
Especially his interviews. It's just I can go and rewatch them anytime. So I mean, yeah, I'm really enjoying and following F1. I mean, obviously, the past year or two was very one-sided, and we'll see how one-sided the next year is going to be. Likely, probably, but
we're going to start an argument now.
Well, it was very one-sided. I mean, you could see that you could see it in the scores, right? So
it definitely was. I remember as far as from the times that Michael had his teammate Rubens. Barrichello. That's kind of like, because I'm 1994. I was around 5-6 at 2000s, and that's kind of when I start to pick up that I actually remember any memories. Talking about the last 2 years. I agree, yes, to some certain extent. I wish there would be a bit more fight. There would be like 3-4 teams that are close and just absolute carnage. That would be lovely. But I by no means feel bad after 7-8 years of Mercedes dominance.
Yeah, I don't feel bad. Yeah.
Please, just bring it on. And now that they've actually taken some details to their car from Mercedes last year car,
very interesting, right?
Even
the side pods,
even the drivers are surprised about like the high rise that goes to the back. They're like, I mean, we've seen it on Mercedes for the last year and it did not work. And even like Checo Perez, he was like, the team has done something brave. Let's just hope it's gonna work. I think they had no idea they're gonna try something like this. So season's very close.
It's gonna be interesting.
Season's very close. It
is starting around the corner. When's the testing?
When's the testing?
I think the first testing is real soon. Yeah.
My girl's sitting in the background pointing this week. Is it this week?
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I think because it's 2 weeks till the race weekend, so it has to be.
Yeah. Gotta be
crazy. You have 3 races in your country.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. We got Miami, and we got Texas, Circuit of Americas, and
that's amazing track. My God, Las Vegas,
and then Vegas. I think that's just impressive what they did to impressive achievement to do it right in downtown Vegas. It
came with a lot of criticism.
Absolutely. But I think everybody loved the race at the end. I think everybody was surprised at the end how well it turned out.
The actual race itself, like it was one of the best and entertaining races ever. For my personal, because obviously Miami and Las Vegas, they're quite new. They're very new, actually. Like I have COTA, the Circuit of the Americas. I don't know, for some reason it's that wide turn one and rise up the hill, and you have the American flag at the end in the distance. It's like in the size of a frickin' another country. Like I just love the first sector zigzagging, and the track is just purely amazing, and there's always good racing. And if I'd go to one of the American races, that would be the one I'd go to. I think some barbecue and some meat, and just give me a cup of beer and it'll be so amazing. I'm jealous in the way that you have, although America is, if you probably look at the distances to all of your races, it's probably the same for me if I travel to like Austria or Belgium or or France. Oh wait, we don't have France anymore. Spain or something like that. It's probably, or maybe some of those are even closer to me than you being in the same
absolutely,
country.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Miami is relatively close for me, but yeah, absolutely. The distances in the US are huge. Yeah, it's a large country.
Yeah. I think the closest to me would be Spielberg at Austria. Red Bull Ring would be the closest for me because I'm from the Baltics. So always struggled to beat your hometown in hockey, unfortunately. But it is tough. It is tough. But we're trying, bro. We're trying. Okay.
Yeah.
So
fun thing about that, I actually lived in Vilnius for about half a year in college. Yeah.
Oh wow. So we've been neighbors unknowingly. Oh wait, maybe you lived in Vilnius when I was
when
in
you
UK.
Weren't there?
When I was in UK,
been,
might have been, yeah. But technically speaking, we'll say neighbors, definitely. Oh, Mr. Florida Man 7. Why 7?
Florida Man was taken, and Florida Man 7 was taken.
Underscore.
Yeah, so then that's why I did their underscore, and that was on Twitch. So originally my enlisted was Florida Man 7 without the underscore, and then I just matched it so that it matches to Twitch afterwards. Just, obviously many more Florida men that are on Twitch. Yeah. So I just like number 7. So I guess it would go back to Beckham, I guess really from that, when I was playing, I used to play field hockey, also also for the Slovak national team, and I just wore number 7. So
you're a big fan of Kimi.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. exactly.
I think whatever you're talking about in life, you can always circle back and find some relation to Mr. Kimi. Like, that guy is an absolute legend.
Isn't he? Right?
So are you. You are definitely right up there mate. To the all of the enlisted CC streamers, YouTubers, Discord owners. Definitely amongst the top echelon of the guys, and that is it. I really want to say thanks for coming on to have this talk with me. It's been, as I said, surprisingly, because I didn't know much about you. That's why I'm going to say surprisingly entertaining, and I absolutely loved every bit of it. I learned a lot. I learned that helicopters is a no-go, plane is a go, Formula 1 is still cool, and Florida Man meme never dies. That's it.
Great summary. I love it.
That's where we're going to end it. Thanks again. Now is absolutely your time. What's going on in your life? You can drop your whatever next upcoming events, streams. You have schedules. What do you do? So people that watch this, so they can go and follow, go and watch, and just support the community. So on you go, dude.
Yeah, so a little bit of self-promote there. Then during a week, we usually stream 2 p.m. UTC. So that's UTC is same as UK time during winter. And during weekends, 4 p.m., right? Come join to... every day at the moment, yeah. So sometimes the stream are short. Sometimes we shuffle it when I have some flying with students, for example. Then I shuffle it, and then I make a stream sometime in the evening. But so we are very active, or I'm very active on Twitch. So we always have something going on either on Twitch or Discord. And I think the main thing that I'm gonna be now trying to figure out, and I think you touched it, we touched it a little bit earlier as well, is that how to figure out this enlisted and aviation thing together as well in streaming, because it doesn't really match. I mean, the communities are fairly different, right? But I was thinking of adding stuff, and that's what I'm planning to do. That, like, for example, fly above Normandy with a small airplane and kind of see, okay, here is the Vers-sur-Mer map, and here is a D-Day, and kind of do a little bit of flying like that, and maybe we can have that always as an extension, right? So do 2-3 hours of enlisted, and then hop in a small airplane, and in the airplane you also have some extra time where you can talk about things. So maybe I can study up a little bit about that particular battle in World War II, and we can even talk about it a little bit. So that was kind of my thinking of what I want to do next, maybe in the upcoming weeks. And I want to learn how to fly the twin engines and properly program them, and then do some flights like that. So I want also to invite the community to come up with some ideas. So yeah, of where do they want me to fly, for example.
That is a really cool way of tying these two in, literally flying over some of the famous battles. That's really cool. You can probably tie in flying over some of the battles you would like to see in the game.
Yeah.
That's something.
Good point.
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking how far the flight sim has gone, that particular game. Isn't there like some World War II models you can fly, like 109s or something?
There are well, not particularly, probably also in the game that I've been streaming in Microsoft Flight Sim and in X-Plane 11 and 12. I'm sure there are, but there are also flight simulators that are more towards the World War II.
DCS.
Kind of. So yeah, DCS, for example, and
that's very
IL-2.
Far in the tech future. Like, are you gonna get like a prop plane?
Yeah, good point. P-51 is in DCS, for example.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and actually, it's a free airplane in DCS. So there are two free airplanes in DCS, and one of them is P-51. So that's one thing that I want to explore as well. Yeah. So there is a lot of different ways, and when you go look at what the other Twitch streamers are doing, 90% of them is flying twin engine airliners. So I think there is a space where I could also find my own niche within that. That's not going to be flying only a twin engine airliner from point to point. So maybe we can find somewhere it's going to be interesting. But I understand that big part of the community that is watching the streams for enlisted are not going to be that interested in the aviation content. The other option might be, and the other thought that I was having, maybe make it as a lesson, so that every time I stream an aviation content, this is gonna be about lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, etc. Of becoming a pilot. So that could also be, and I haven't seen anyone streaming it like that, and then you have an ongoing something, maybe do it twice a week or once a week, and then
have your own twist.
Exactly. Yeah.
I had a little quick note about the aviation and stuff. Do you have an opportunity? Because you go around real planes in real life. Do you have an opportunity to stick a GoPro or a phone mount or something? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's like a student. Probably no. It's like private or something. I know. But like at the window, to have a takeoff, to see a landing IRL, you can post this stuff on YouTube easily, even if the flight time itself, like takeoff, normal speed, flight time, time lapse, would look really cool with the clouds and everything, and then a real time landing again. There's definitely the viewership out there that would watch that. And the last thing I'm gonna add about mixing, you're slightly worried about mixing the topics. I think you are on a doorstep of being a creator with a personality, not what he does. It's not the game, it's not the video, it's not the title of the stream that matters. It's the people most likely will come back for you for who you are. So I think you're pretty much on the doorstep to be there. So I just take it easy, do what you like, and you'll figure it out, dude.
I think so. Great points, both of those that you make, and absolutely, there is room for that. Yeah. So I'll be thinking of both of how to make IRL content with it, like adding a camera, right? As well as thinking about where to find my own way in the virtual world of creating gaming content, whether it's enlisted or combining it with the flight simming. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Yay! I've put down my notes. I'm putting down my pen, and then that is it. That is it. We are somehow managed to again nail it to an hour. which probably
Nice.
cut off the beginning and, you know, some bits and bobs. But generally,
Nice.
it was very lovely to talk to you, dude. That was really good.
Likewise. Thank you for asking me to be part of this, and I enjoyed it likewise. Yeah.